There's three basic light types in XSI: infinite lights, point lights, and spotlights. And we'll just look at each one quickly to see what differentiates it from the others. So the first one we have is the infinite light. And this basically emits light evenly in a parallel direction over the entire scene. So these yellow icons are not part of the light. I've created them to show the effect of the infinite light. And basically it has a sense of direction but not position. So if you move the infinite light around, you can see it has no effect on the actual lighting. Only directional controls affect the infinite light. And the infinite light is ideal for creating, mimicking large light sources like the sun or other large light sources. By default, we have an infinite light created in the scene. Next up, we have the point light. And this light has a sense of position. So as I move it around, you can see it's changing the lighting, but it doesn't really have a sense of direction. It's essentially an omnidirectional light. So it emits rays of light in all directions evenly. Next, we have the spotlight. And this is probably one of the most useful light types. It has a sense of position, so as I move it around, the lighting changes, and it also has a sense of direction, so the light is always going to point towards the spotlight interest, which the actual spotlight is direction constrained to. So that's the basic three light types. What we do include is some additional lights, like the light box. And if we look at that closer, basically what it is, it's a spotlight with a 4x4 area light turned on. So we just slightly modified spotlight. And then we've got the neon light. So if we look at that, and that's a point light that has the area light option enabled as well, and that's a 10 by 0.3 area light. So we get a long neon kind of effect with that guy. Now, with all the light types, we're able to enable the manipulators for them. So if we just go back to our spotlight here, if we hit B key, that will enable the manipulator. And let's just move out here. So right now I can edit the actual cone shape of my spotlight, just grabbing the area, so we can modify the inner radius and the outer radius. If we actually go on the light shader and we enable light attenuation, so fall off control, on the manipulator we can go there and then adjust the attenuation interactively. And as you hit tab, you can go through the different types of manipulator. So here you've got a direction control. Because it's constrained, we can't adjust that. The cone, and then here we can adjust the scaling of the actual light. And now adjusting the scaling doesn't affect the actual light intensity or position. It's just for the UI control of the actual light icon. So that's a brief overview of the different light types.